Oh, not yet. Okay.
day, along with the multitude of new people who are also joining the company. But now that we have all this new talent, all these new available hours at our disposal, I think from this week on, we can start making inroads to clarify partner communication. So this is a good progression point to solve one of our biggest problems here. Now, during this transition period, I want to also emphasize a few things. Okay, policy. So this has become essentially a new policy, and it's really awesome, and it's required a lot of collaboration from product, from content, from marketing, and also from some of the guest squads as well. It's beautiful seeing this come together. From now on, when guests actually get booked, they will receive a welcome message portal at the time of booking to simplify the critical information. On top of that, they don't even need to put in their particular booking number. That will be automatically included. They just need to put in their check-in date, and we'll delegate a lot of the simple questions that guests ask us about check-in to the guest portal. This is a beautiful design, and we've integrated this well from HAR to product to content. So this is really, really powerful as well. So just a reminder of some other policies. I'd like to help Gunny and his content team out by reminding everybody of an old practice that we'd like to bring back. Now, right now, we have many, many requests from everyone in the company asking favors of content and making adjustments, okay? I'd like to bring back what we used to do in BV3, which was we use this content request board. A content request you can use on your text expander. What will come out is a Google form, and on that Google form, you can write down what you would like the content team to do. Now, I think the SPP list can still remain there. That's already there. We don't need a duplicate. But if you have anything that you would like the content team to work on that is not on the strategic property prioritization, please use a content request. This will allow the content team to schedule and prioritize the requests much, much better. And I've asked Gunny and his team to ignore all of the requests so that we start having this single line of communication into the content team. Hey, Gunny, how do you feel about that? Okay, fantastic.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, excellent. Okay, hopefully that will simplify and also create better bandwidth for your team as well. Now, this is just a repeat of certain policies that we've talked about, but I've seen success with this policy. All new employees will work on guest squads, and starting from now, also partnership or employee squads for the first 3 weeks. And the reason why we want to do this is to get people involved in the operations of what we do on a day-to-day basis. We've already seen very successful ideas come from people who've been interning, let's say, as a data scientist or data analyst, but they're making direct impact on guest experience by really figuring out how to enhance and deliver inspirational experiences that are flawless by using automation, but also creativity. I think that the very core and heart of what we do is hospitality, and nobody who is essentially employed at Bukit Vista should be denied the experience of being a host and being hospitable to our guests and partners. Okay, moving forward, we also have this policy that we're coming in. We will not WhatsApp partners about check-in time starting from today. We will ask partners to use BVGo to check for guest arrivals, and after 2 p.m., partners can prepare for a self-check-in. This will reduce a lot of the partner frictions and communications with Bukit Vista hosting staff and employees, and this will make things, I think, a lot easier too as well once we adopt this policy. Okay, these are essentially some of the new policies, and this is a policy that we've already had before, which is the risk-free infection. We just delegate. I think we already have a text expander for this, just asking the guests that they can book and their reservation is covered using Airbnb's guarantee of air cover. All right, let's go on into our strengths. We had a lot of strengths this past week, and I want to celebrate and commemorate everybody on them. What are some of the strengths that we've been able to see? Tools and processes. By using Discord now and Slack to communicate very quickly, we're able to resolve problems within a day. So problems that have been happening with the guest now get coordinated through product for improvements, through BI for strategy making, and all this entire process happens within 1 day. Before, if we wanted to talk to somebody, we weren't sure where they were. We didn't know if they were available. We thought we'd be bothering them if we had to ask them a question. But now, by really understanding how to use our communication tools, we've managed to reduce our meetings and improve our agility and our ability to communicate and work on problems as a company. This has been great. This is the correct way, I'm sure, to use the tools that we have here. In addition, we also are seeing automation happening. This is an example of a really, really good use of automation. So what's happening now is that we are automating travel tips for guests. These travel tips pop out automatically at the point when guests actually check in. So it simplifies the need for hosts to actually recommend anything, and they've been collected as part of our by Felix and Leela recently as our two interns. So this has been great. Tendi requested it, and we were able to put this together in less than a week. Now, new guests should be able to receive these automated travel tips upon check-in that are tailored and personalized to their particular areas, their particular locations. So this is great work. This also makes it much, much easier to do hosting. Okay, what else is really cool? Let's take a look at what we've been doing in terms of team management. That's awesome. Synchronizing work calendars is something that I see a lot of positive benefits from. From 10 to 12, we work on squad, Discord, mandatory attendance. From 1 to 3, you can go in the field or use asynchronous or do pairing. And then from 3 to 5, you have your own individual project and time to work on things. What this allows us to do is we have certain fixed times when we can expect our squads to be there and our chapters to be there, and everybody is synchronized. So this has been a really good innovation that has allowed for much better collaboration and allows for everyone to be available for each other working in the company. What else has been really great? Strategic property prioritization is an engine to actually seeing the transformation of each property now. Now, things aren't perfect, of course, and we need to do some catch up on certain executions, but in general, we are focusing correctly on the properties that do matter, and we're taking action day by day to make those properties more inspirational and more delightful. So these are really, really good items in team management. Here's our update. We're already up to 118,000 of revenue for June and 104,000 in July, which is incredible. It's not even July yet, but we've already reached almost as much, or we've exceeded our starting revenue in June, and we will most likely exceed our starting revenue in May, which was at 120. So by the time July rolls about, should be much, much higher. This is good progress. So a few things. I promised everybody that I would have this peak season performance bonus explained by June 5th. It is far beyond that. I'm sorry, the car accident was kind of unexpected and it delayed my planning for many things. I got bogged down with employee journals, and so this hasn't come to be. So I'll ask for an extension of 10 days to get this done correctly, and I'll deliver the information about how we were going to reward peak season bonuses on June 15th. All right, going forward, let's talk about our brand and what our brand actually looks like. So this is actually my brand story for this particular week. More guests are finding their first real brand experience with Bukit Vista through the guest portal. This is the login system by which they actually log in, and they can see their names, they can see a personalized description of what's going on, also directions, and in the future, more features included, right? So this is great, and this is a really cool way to hand off to automation a bit of our hosting delegations, right? But what we've been seeing is this. We've been rising every week on the amount of guests that are actually using the portal. So our guest portal now is a significant contributor to our hosting experience, but also our brand promise to inspire delight, which I think is pretty cool as well. And thanks to, I think, the integration of work that's been happening between hosts, product, and leadership, getting this all together. All right, let's talk about our network. So over the past few weeks, we've been invited, Bayu, me, Nadine, and thank you, Kyra and Bila. Also, Bila's, I think, already out of the company, but she set these up, and we will have more and more webinars at leading universities all across Indonesia, all across Southeast Asia, to talk about our vision of the world. So this is really good because it is expanding our network, and it's allowing us to get our message out to more people. Here's an article that the masters in management at UGM recently wrote about us at a webinar that we spoke about how remote work can be revolutionary for Indonesia. So good brand networking. Once again, remember about the really good tools. Part of the purpose of this explanation of what I see from the CEO's perspective and celebrating the tools that we're looking at here is so that you remember, please use the tools that we've built here to do your day-to-day work. Do not use the spoon. When you use the spoon, work is hard, you're burnt out, it's never enough time, but when you start using the correct tools to do the job, you'll find that the system has already been built to support your load. So everyone should be able to work happily and inspirationally here if we use tools correctly. Now, what else? Let's talk about teams a little bit. So the teams, okay, all right, I didn't have a slide on that one. But I do actually appreciate the teamwork that we've been seeing this past week. I see inter-chapter cooperation, inter-squad cooperation, and this alignment to work on problems together and collectively through really good remote work channels. I see execution being delegated over on Coda for shift handovers. I see problems being thought out and talked about on Slack, on Miro, and then I see people collaborating on the spot to resolve issues, determine policies, come up with improvements to tools on Discord. So this is really, really good teamwork. Now, what can you do as an individual? Same as always, right? Promote our brand. Our brand is getting stronger right now, day by day. So it's not about protecting it anymore, but it's more about how do we promote it? How do we become more proud? How can we get more people to think great things about Bukit Vista when they hear about us? But it's also about thinking about how the brand can help us grow market share and through work that inspires guest partners and your team. So, in the end, can we really build this world class brand? And I think so. I think that every day that our guests feel inspired and delighted, every day that our partners feel inspired and delighted, every day that we feel inspired and delighted is a day that we move closer to our vision. Okay, that's it. I know that was a very long section. I'll turn it back over to Chinta.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing, for the insightful information. Yeah, wait, I'll share my screen. Okay, please note down the important point, yeah, guys, so that we can reduce the weaknesses from our brand, so it will be more stronger and stronger. Okay, next we can continue it to vision and mission statement. Over to Kak Bayu.
Okay, thank you, Cinta. This one is wait. This is last week, right? Can you see the this week update? Is that?
Okay, wait.
Yeah, this is just last week, May 31st. So you can
Okay.
go to the next apa namanya section instead.
Okay, I think there is no vision and mission statement, so that we can continue to weekly mission inspiration. Over to Kak Tendi.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I think Cinta, when I explain it, I think you can also open the picture, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for HR team, Gray for converting the booking for the Villa Tupa, TR for help the hosting, and then all the team that involved on this helping the guests for bring the experience actually. So I see a lot of transformation actually here. Like the first, the check-in, smooth check-in that the guests get it, and then also yeah, the second story is the guest has complained about the new construction that just happened. Even the owner and me doesn't get the notify from the landlord. So we focus on the solution actually and offer some option to make the guest experience that again happy. And then yeah, we offer some compensation service like I buy the air plug for the guests so they can still sleep in the morning since the construction start very early. And then I also try to offer the compensation refund for the construction and then offer other villa. And then the second one is understand the guest need and concern by explain all the information that you get. The story that I get from the builder, and then also negotiate with the landlord about the construction time because the guests have some particular time that they need very quiet because they have the important meeting on the villa. And then the third one is make sure there is no other issue other than the first issue. Make sure the cleanliness, the facilities, amenities, and communication are well. So there is no another additional issue. And then the last one is check and inspect randomly the guest field. So that will make sure the guest is on your track like that. Yeah, and then also on the other side, the partner are very support as well to provide anything that can help the guest experience, like when the guest needs the iron, everything. So yeah, the partner, hey, could you help to buy or something? So that's also raise the guest mood because they got what they needs like that. And then the result is yeah, the guests are happy, and then in the end they leave 5 stars review, And then yeah, the bonus is the the guest mentioned my name. And then new partner are happy with the full board service as well. I attach the picture, the conversation with the partner as well, because we have also have more control to make sure the standard are delivered well, like that. Okay, thank you very much.
Wow, so inspiring ya Kak Fendi. Good job and congratulations apa, to be recognized by the guests. Okay, next we'll continue to Kak Bayu.
Okay, thank you, Cinta. This is an addition to the one that Jing said previously. So we used to do a little hack, right, to send automated message to guests, like using text expander and different tools. But now Airbnb actually supported the automation, and we are using it right now. So the people that have been working on this is Jesslyn, Reza, and also Giselia. They are working to complete the check-in instruction and automating the message to ensure that the guest will inform. Actually, this is solving the previous issue that we forgot to tell them how to get into the properties. Now there are four type of message that have been automated. So there's a welcome message. Previously, you need to type it manually. Now it's automated, and then the direction to the property even before the guest check in. The Wi-Fi password, the most commonly asked question, and then also the self check-in instruction, just in case there's no one at the property. The next one is Felix. I think with someone else working on recommendation, right? The neighborhood recommendation to inspire delight guests with proactive hosting, basically. And this is using automation. There's no effort, basically. So this is very cool. Basically, first step is we fix a problem. Second is we add a delight into that solution. So I think this is a very good innovation, and I'd like to recognize everyone who's working on this. Back to you, Cinta.
Okay, thank you Kak Bayu. Wow, it's super cool ya for the progress on the automation. Okay, next for partner, over to Kak Fendi.
Okay, thank you, Cinta. Yeah, for the partner, yeah, Bliketut has helped to do some property quality control, and then let us know what is on the on-site what's called looks like that the of the property. So on that data, I saw that there are some of the properties still on the under standard, the under 80 on under our score. So and then half of that's on the standard. So because of that, I know that what we can improve. That's also we'll sing on the SPP list, and then on the Chandra account that I see for the last over 14 weeks, the rating for the cleanliness is rise up 28%. So I think that's good. Thank you very much. And then yeah, we could have chance to meet some guests and then take a picture with the guests. Thank you.
Well, thank you everyone. Good job for the progress to rise up the ratings on the cleaning side. Okay, next we'll continue to SPP from Kak Bayu.
Okay, this is innovation in transforming our partners. So, and also actually, I see that this is also transforming our employees. So, in the past, each team would work on their own agenda, right? Like content, for example. So, if they work on projects, each project needs to be implemented to all of our properties, to 200 properties. And if they have two projects, it means they need to work on 400 properties. If they have three projects, 600 properties, right? So it makes the execution time super long, and we don't even know whether the project is good or not, right? So today we are only focusing on the property that needs extra attention the most, the high priority property. So this way, the execution team will not be exhausted and working on less urgent properties, basically. So we have run this program for 2 weeks now, and we have fixed 15 to 20 issues per day, and that's being done daily. So I think that is very good and very focused work, and feedbacks are getting collected every day, so it's really good. So credit to the inspection team. That's to BI plus Gani and Sharon, who's joined the inspection team, and also the execution team from different chapter and squad, basically. So congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Kak Bayu. Good to see the improvement, yeah, on the documentation, especially on the dependency list. It's make everything easier. Okay, next we're continuing to employee side. Over to Kak Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Jinta. I believe this was actually announced by Mr. Jin just now. So, okay, the team was actually like previously working on involving like new hires, right? For their onboarding program. So, from every new hires from all roles. So they will be incorporated, introduced as well as doing the operations work directly for the first 3 weeks, mainly in reservation as well as hosting, and in this case. And we got a few people who recently joined, so Kyra, Felix, as well as Lila, getting involved in operations. So they're able to like experience directly on what is our service that we provide to our guests and how can we like transform them. So later on in the future, like in their course of their internship, they can actually this will enable them to like understand better as well as innovate better in their respective roles based on the guest experience that they got from this from their first 2 weeks involvement in the operations team. So yeah, that's from my side. Thank you. Back to you, Cinta.
Okay, thank you, Kak Shelin. Cool. So every new employee now will get experience on hospitality. Okay, next we'll continue to company them, target and achievement. Over to Kak Ara.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Cinta. Monday tip, as everyone already aware, that it's gonna be still we putting first the quality wise, and then couple of inspections that I've done for this week that I found is first about what has been mentioned also by Mr. Jing earlier about the qualitative versus real evidence. So this is a new culture that we need to enforce basically right now, work that is going on sort out with qualitative approval without real evidences. So the actionable for this is that we need a policy of providing real evidences as part of culture that need to be enforced. This is to all squads and company wide basically because it's part of the culture. The second part is about the quality of applicants. So this is you can open the graph maybe to the screen controller. So we need to be aware that currently it's decreasing the rate of the quality applicants. You can see the graph, and then also that the win and lost. This is a win and lost CV screening related to how much we get and how much exactly that pass. And we currently in the rate of 62% for CV accepted rate. This I think attentions to the employee funnel squad, especially to the conversion and awareness. That couple of actionable that needs to be done is that aware of this trend and analyze the key factors that is going on, and then plan ahead on. Right now we're in 62, what exactly the rate next on the next action point that we need to achieve in this case, because we have not have that yet as part of the target from the employee squad. Okay, and then the third part is about SPP. I think this is a little bit conflicting with the reports that Mas Bayu already have, but on my side is specifically about the clear communications that is going on the SPP. I need to check the timeline again on which one that happened first, because based on my inspections that is done on the 5th of June, clear communication is not done. So I believe that everyone already do the work, and some of the work is actually on progress. But as a leader and as the inspector, it is not feasible on what is the progress of each of the work. So that's why that we see on the checklist it's not being checked, and then there is no visibility also that sampai mana kerjaannya gitu. So this part I already assigned Bella as leading executor, give daily reminder to everyone and the team, and keep the friction accountable on this disciplinary. And then also second, please consider to inspect the effectivity of this program in general. I need to discuss with Bella later on what are the friction on her side, and I might take over if there is no progress within the next few days. Okay, the good part is that the Airbnb cancellation rate. So you can open that. That cancellation pace has been decreasing actually. And this part, I think, on transformation side, and over to Dandy as the funnel manager. Later on, can please attach on how would you like to target for June because we have not have that yet. Okay, so that couple of inspection. The target, we still have the okay target for this month, which is 165,000 USD. Awesome target is being discussed later on. And the opportunity for this week, revenue potential from RTV and inquiry is pretty good. We able to bring in 86,000 USD, and then for the RTV and inquiry conversions, which we can be improved because you see like the percentage is very small, which we able to convert 1,000 USD. Okay, and then for the achievement, this is the breakdown that the teams already created for the weekly target for actually the SLA from the awareness conversion transformation itself. And the revenue achievement so far, we already achieved 180,000 USD. So that means that we already achieved the weekly target. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the report from my side. Back to you, the host.
Thank you, Kara, for the inspection. And then we're continuing to promotion and new employees over to Kak Shelin.
Oh, okay, thank you. Quick announcement for this one. So Nadine, she was previously our Mapa Business Development Senior Specialist, right, in this case. So we are proudly to announce that Nadine has been promoted as the vice chapter lead of the conversion chapter in this case. So her scope will be bigger in general. Previously, she's only like in BD as well as reservation. However, with her new role currently, she'll be overseeing the whole process of conversion, basically. So yeah, a little bit on an update for that, and congratulations to Nadine. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Shelin. Okay, congratulations and good luck for Kak Nadine on the new roles as Vice Chapter Lead. And then we can continue to squad main achievement from guest funnel squad over to Kak Gani.
Okay, thank you, Cinta, and good morning, everyone. So, for the guest funnel squad, the primary achievement is faster process and coordination for handling and issue in squad. And for secondary achievement, through SPP, several innovation happens on content, especially for listing optimization. Yep, back to Cinta.
Cool, to guest squad. Okay. Next, we're continuing to core value recognition over to Isabella.
Yep, I would like to say thank Andra, Gray, and also Katendi for being there through my first week of through my first week. They've been so helpful and always answer all of my questions. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Isabella. It's showing help others to help themselves. Yeah. Okay, next, over to Mr. Jing.
All right. Tendi, I was unaware that you saved that Villa Tupa situation. I think that was really, really incredible. It was that inspires light in so many ways because I think it embodies almost all our core values. Okay. Number one is being the hero. A hero isn't afraid of what's happening if it turns out badly. A hero only focuses on how to actually improve a situation. Villa Tupa, I thought was already in the gutter. I didn't actually see a way that you could have actually saved it, but you did. You did. And I thought that was really good. You failed fast, which means that you knew that the thing didn't work out, but then you innovated really quickly to actually think about ways of improving that. That's another core value. You help the guests help themselves by providing the earplugs and also the different tools so that each party could actually help you. The contractor, the owner, and the guest can also collaborate to actually achieve a successful experience. You got the result at the very end, which is despite all of that, I'm sure that guest loves you. I'm sure you guys are friends on Instagram now. And I think that's a real heroic story of going from all the way down. Like if this was a sports game, it would be like you went down to zero and then you came back up again. So I think that's something to be said. I also want to shout out to Leela and to Felix and to some of the people I think also Bayu mentioned on his BI team, right? For your work, I think there was Kyr. Wait, let's see, where was it? Okay, so you were involved. Then this is for you, right? I've never seen such a fast turnaround from point of idea to the point of execution. That was really incredible. From the idea of, hey, look, we could actually inspire our guests by giving them this information, to the point where it's actually now being done across all guests. That took less than, I think, 3 days. Normally, in our traditional way of doing things in BB4, that would be a debate. It wouldn't even get done for a month, right? Because we don't even contact each other that often. So that I think is just really inspires the light because you're taking action. And for interns that are in their trial or very early stages, it's a really positive sign. That's a bias to action, that's self-learning, and that's a growth mindset. So congratulations to everybody on the group that was putting out the messages to guests for travel tips. I think that was really great.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing and everyone, to be
Thank you,
recognized.
Mr. Jing.
Congratulations.
May I
Okay.
speak 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I don't want this is just a story, right? But I would like everyone have the same mission and vision. So because now all the intern is come to the host side and reservation side, right? And you have chance to have that story as well. So I would like, I'm really happy if I can assist you to have that kind of story. So everyone also can be glad if the guest mentioned it on the review. It's very grateful, right? So the partner know you, the guest, the future guest, they will know you as a host like that. So I hope you guys can rise your what's called a feel to be a real host like that, because we are here is no hospitality company. Thank you.
Excellent, Andy.
Thank you, Kak Tendi, for the words. I think it's inspiring. And then we can continue to personal update. So please kindly read only your answer to the personal achievement and be ready to be called if you're not answering my call. I'll call to three and we'll read yours. Okay, over to
Okay.
Mr. Jing.
All right, really quickly. I think the speed of innovation is really fast now. I think I already just talked about it, so that's done. Yeah. Over back to Chinta.
Thank you, Mr. Jing. Okay, next, over to Kak Gadi.
Proud to have smart and diligent team and transform person to become better specialists.
Okay, cool. Okay, next, we'll skip the unattended one so we can save our time. Over to Kaira.
I learned a lot by doing and handling webinars and hosting. Help by seniors in awareness and in reservations like Katendi, Katiar, awareness like Kashelin, Kagani, and etc.
Cool, Kaira, for the growth. Okay, next, over to Kak Nadine, our VCL.
Okay, good morning everyone. So I conducted BD Maze evaluation and also reviewing the Jogja Foodboard monthly performance and conduct feedback session with owners and ready to roll out the feedback to the team today. Thank you.
Okay, cool, Kak Nadine, thank you. Next, over to Kak Gray.
Yes, thank you, Chinta. So, my personal achievement is cleared out all SPP lists for data integrity, and for the team achievement, have an improved shift arrangement calendar. For operational theme, thanks to Felix. Thank you. Back to you, Chinta.
Cool, Kak Gray, thank you. Next, over to Yoga.
Okay, so my personal achievement is initiating a documentation project on migrating online capacity platform to bigger. Thank you. Back to you, Cinta.
Cool, Yoga, thank you. Next, over to Han.
For me, is create flow and letter of notification for partner who will be offboarding. Back to you, Cinta.
Thank you, Han. Next, over to Kak Ara.
Okay, so far salary adjustment, yeah, congratulations everyone that already signed the new contracts. I'm happy and celebrating all of you here. And then second part is onboarding refinement for HR team. The third one, the adoption system. This is related to what Mr. Jing said earlier. So from ideas to adoptions can be done in one day, though needs further inspections for the fluency. And then the last part is the HR morning briefing fluency. So yeah, that's from my side. Back to you, Cinta.
Cool, thank you, Kak Ara. Next, over to Kak Tendi.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got mentioned from the Villa to Pagas. I think that's one of my one of my achievement. And then 90% finish onboarding for the Villa Miracle, the new villa. So it will be what's called listing soon. And then the third is thank you for messaging. I got supervision material from last 2 weeks. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Okay, once again, congratulations, Kak Tendi. Over to Kak Shelin.
Okay, thank you. From my side, reflecting what Ara mentioned just now, so extension contracts and payroll adjustments for June is all done. Thank you.
Wah, cool. Thank you, Kak Shelin. Okay, next we'll continue to Kak Bayu. Kak Bayu, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So
Okay.
first is same thing, long-term solution for guest transformation using the automation, and then delegation. So this is to Bella in the SPP. So successfully delegate the inspection team. The third one, this is retrospective. So the new guest squad SLA has been implemented in the last 2 months, and we already seen the result that it's a result-oriented SLA evaluation right now.
Okay, thank you, Kak Bayu. Over to Kak Nadia.
Okay, good morning everyone. So my team achievement, I visited some BV properties like the Go, Frekalapa, Yoga Searcher, even Lottery, and even the upcoming one, the Miracle. So thanks to Katendi, Gabayu, and also Mokmena. And also directly talking to partners and stuff for the tools for bigger BV that they're using. Thank you.
Cool, Kak Nadia, new experience ya. Okay, next over to Abam.
Okay, for me, develop to bug fixing and adjustment project for bigger in checklist is fetch and guest portal. Thank you.
Thank you, Abam. Next over to William.
Right. So the first thing was that I reported an issue to Toolkit about a bug and it was successfully ticketed. And the second thing is that Airbnb missing review component should be fixed soon.
Okay, good luck for fixing the review components. Thank you, William. Okay, next over to Kak Fidi.
SPP playlist iteration now includes review and also their traffic for branding purposes. And then I think same like Nadia, we went to a lot of property and hear directly from staffs and also owners. So that's it.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Kak Fidi. Next over to Kak David.
Okay, thank you, Sinta. For me, complete financial report for full stack partner. Thank you for all property manager and Kyla for helping, and then complete the transfer of salary and bonus for June.
Okay, thank you, Kak David. Next, we can continue to Bella.
Okay, thank you, Sinta. So for me, conduct the general price review for June and inspection the list of SPP gets better thanks to COVID as well. Back to Sinta, thanks.
Thanks, Bella. Next, continue to Jessica.
Thanks, Cinta. For me, it's studying the guest spot SLH for June with Kalilit, and from Bella's general price review for June, I make price adjustments for some reason. Thanks. Back to you, Cinta.
Thanks, Jessica. Okay, next, from my side, my personal and team assessment is first being able to adapt in managing time after new policy implemented, and the next involved in SPP and detect many missing data and unknown unit, also things to be fixed to make the data more accurate. Next, finishing my handover paper, and then together with Kafidi, make tools to check data integrity on SPP. Okay, next, we continue to Felix.
So my personal or team achievements is being able to complete delegated tasks. Another one is being able to do reservation thanks to Kak Nadine and Kak Gray. I didn't have a clear picture of reservation, but thanks to them for being there, always being there to help me. Now I get the bigger picture of doing reservation. Back to you, Cinta. Thank you.
Okay, cool, Felix. Okay, next, last but not least, we can continue to Lila.
Okay, thank you, Kak Cinta. My personal achievement, finally, I get an opportunity to do internship. Thank you, Kak.
Okay, cool. Good luck for internship. And because I see there is no announcement, and yeah, there's no announcement. So I think we can finish our all hands today. Don't forget to fill the all hands and give reactions, yeah, to every notes at our all hands today. And okay, I think that's all. Thank you everyone for coming and have a nice day.
Thank you, Chinta, for leading us. If you're in the guest squad,
Happy
we'll
birthday
send a
to
bunch of
Thank you,
friends
Chinta.
out.
See you
everyone.
everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday
Have a
to
great day.
Clara.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Eh,
Okay.
mantap.